Hey, this is Dave Jackson from the schoolofpodcasting.com. You can find me at schoolofpodcasting.com. And on a recent Jillian Michaels, now she's the trainer from The Biggest Loser, on her podcast, she mentioned that television is losing 4 to 7% of their audience every year. So I did a couple quick Google searches here, and you can see where the PBS NewsHour has lost 48% of its audience in the last 8 years. The numbers are not good here. Sean Hannity lost half of his TV audience after the election, which kind of makes sense. He's kind of a politics kind of person. But the TV business is having its worst year ever after all the major TV providers lost a collective 113,000 subscribers in the third quarter of 2013. So then I went over and did a search for radio losing its audience. There's some guy named Nick Grimshaw apparently lost about, I don't know, a third of his audience. The radio show, the One Breakfast Show, gets its lowest audience in 10 years. That seemed to dominate the whole thing about radio. So I went in and said, what about radio audience industry growth? And you can see that here again, it's kind of, XM and different places are looking at things. I looked at this report. In fact, let's look at this, because if you look at it, it's from NPR, and NPR is showing their numbers going up, and then it does say down here that it's been measuring the audience listening through a new media method called Portable People Meter, which uses electronic devices to measure listening. So my guess is, I'm speculating here, but does that count podcasting? Because some of the most popular podcasts are NPR podcasts, not their actual radio station, their podcast. I came up and did radio industry losing audience. They're asking things like Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, a lot of different things. 30% year-over-year growth in the online radio audience, a large number. Here it's talking about people, again, losing. What is that one actually saying? Let's look at that one together, shall we? This is from Mark Ramsey Media. Is radio losing the war for attention? Here, Edison shows that 30% year-over-year growth in the online radio audience. Now, of course, that's the one that's talking about podcasting. No, thank you. So here again, it might be losing the war. So I came over here and looked at podcast audience. And there's an article here that kind of stated that it went stagnant a little bit in 2007, but it does have a now resurgence here, and things are going up. Podcasting is becoming more popular in small business trends. And here is the article I think that everybody's read from Edison Research. It's taking a prominent place in content marketing. And you can see here podcast stats are up. It's a hit with young male audiences, going mobile. Things are going up. So I just thought I would share that. If you're wondering, should I start a podcast? Think about these trends. If we talk about television is broadcasting. They try to make content that appeals to everyone, right? I was watching some TV today. I don't normally have a TV, but I was watching some, and it was just horrible. And that's why they have those horrible laugh tracks, because the stuff wasn't funny. It wasn't very good. But they're trying to make content that applies to everyone. With podcasting, you can do narrow casting. Now, you're not going to have the millions and gazillions of people listening, but the people that find your podcast will find it, will go, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person is talking exactly to me, and they're going to download every single episode that you've put out. Trust me, I've heard it time and time again. So there you go. Just some insights into the entertainment industry and how podcasting is on the rise while everything else, not so much. For more information, come visit me at schoolofpodcasting.com.